Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a food and meal prep video. I'm super excited to be filming this video, and I really hope that it just inspires you to wash those berries that may be sitting in the back of your refrigerator, or maybe meal prep your lunches for the week, whatever it may be. Whatever it is that you are needing some inspiration on when it comes to food, I hope this video does it for you. Throughout this video, I'm going to be sharing some meal prepping tips as well as some mistakes you may be making when it comes to meal prepping and planning. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with one meal prepping tip, and this is a tip that I have shared several times before, so nothing new here, but it is to wash, cut, and prepare your produce as quickly as possible. So as soon as you get home from the grocery store, or as soon as your groceries get delivered, wash and cut those berries, get them in the refrigerator in a cute little container, and I promise you are more likely to eat those foods before they go bad. Also, in case you were wondering what I was washing those berries in, I do a little bit of vinegar as well as a little bit of baking soda and soak them in water for a few minutes. The berries come out nice and clean and shiny, and no, they do not taste like vinegar. So that's just a quick little way to make sure you're getting your produce nice and clean. Now I'm going to share a meal prepping mistake that you could be making, and that is you're trying to do too much. So you are trying to do your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all of the things, and what I want you to do is focus on the meal that you struggle with the most. So for me, that is definitely lunches. I am able to make a healthy breakfast, and I do pretty well when it comes to dinners. However, a lot of the time I make unhealthy choices during the day. So the meal that I focus on the most is lunch as well as snacks. So that is what I focus on because that's the thing that I struggle with. Maybe you have a really hard time in the morning with breakfast and you need something quick, simple, and easy. I have a recipe that I'll be sharing in this video that may be helpful for you when it comes to breakfast. If you're somebody who goes straight to the bowl of cereal because it's quick and easy, but you know that it's not the best for you and you don't feel very good after, that is something that you should focus on, is meal prepping your breakfast. So don't do too much, and especially in the beginning, it's easy to get overwhelmed. So simplify everything and it will be much easier. Meal planning tip number 2, plan your meals for the week before making your grocery list. Oftentimes we start writing down our grocery list and not realizing that we don't even have anything in our cart that has anything to do with dinners or breakfast or whatever it may be. I find myself, I just add things to, we usually order from Instacart, so I have a list going in there, and then it's like $100 and I realize that I don't even have anything in there for dinners. So plan your meals and then write out your grocery list accordingly to the meals that you have planned for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I am cutting these bell peppers for a recipe that you will see in this video, as well as just snacks. So the diced bell peppers are going to be for the recipe, and the sliced bell peppers are just going to be for snacks. Bell peppers for snacks are seriously so delicious. They're crunchy, they're filling, and you can dip them in hummus or any kind of condiment that you enjoy. And this is just kind of a bonus tip that I'm coming up with right this second, but pick things that you can use for multiple reasons, or multiple meals, I'm sorry. So for instance, I'm using this for a snack and a recipe, a breakfast recipe. So that is not only saving me time, but also money, because I was going to have to do it anyways. And because I have 2 different uses for them, I'm saving money. So find that in your grocery list as you're making it. See if you can use something that you need in a recipe you can also have as a snack, or maybe you can use it in breakfast and dinner. Pick an ingredient that you can use for multiple reasons, and that will save you money. Baby, I still wear the shirt you gave me, 'cause it reminds me of the times when I was down and you were there to save me, telling me that I'll be fine. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. Mistake number 2 is making a grocery list before checking your refrigerator. That not only wastes your time, but it also wastes your money. So I find myself to do this all the time, where I make a grocery list or my groceries get delivered and then I realize that I already had 2 of what I just ordered in the refrigerator already, and it's super frustrating because, like I said, it wastes money, and then I have to figure out a way of using all of that produce as quickly as possible so it doesn't go bad. So check your refrigerator. I know you may think you know what is in your refrigerator. I know that I have done that in the past, but sometimes it happens where I end up using something that I don't actually need. I'm showing you this lemon right now because it was such a waste of a lemon. There was like no juicy part of it, and the peel or like the skin was super, super thick, and it was just like the smallest inside of a lemon that I've ever seen.
Try to help you let it go. Oh, no. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go.
Tip number 3 is don't just meal prep, but also food prep. For instance, the sweet potato here, I am not putting in a meal. I'm not even going to cook it right now. However, I know that some time during the week I'm going to use it for a dinner, so I cut it all up so it's super easy and simple and something that I can just throw into a pan the night of dinner and not anything I have to worry about. And how cute is Stella right now eating this food? I had to include this video because she's just so cute eating those berries that I was prepping earlier. Oh, I just love her so much.
Still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving.
Okay, this is one of my all-time favorite breakfast meal prep recipes to cook each week, and it is crock pot oatmeal. So you need 1 2/3 cup of steel cut oats. You need 2 cups of almond milk or any kind of milk that you choose, and 3 cups water. And then I am including 4 scoops of chocolate superfoods. I've done chocolate and vanilla. You can also do it with protein powder, and I add, I think, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and it just turns out to be perfect and delicious. It's creamy. So anyways, you're going to put that on a low for 4 hours, stirring occasionally. You want to break up all the powder, but like I said, just check on it throughout the day, 4 hours on low, and just make sure it's continuing to turn out to the consistency that you want. Sometimes it kind of hardens on top, but once you just stir it, it kind of breaks that top layer, and like I said, it's just creamy and delicious and one of my favorite things to make.
Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's
This makes about 4 to 6 servings depending on how big your servings are, and I like to just toss it in the microwave for 30 seconds with a splash of almond milk. I also like adding peanut butter and banana to the chocolate, and then when it comes to if I do vanilla superfoods, I just like adding berries or almonds, cinnamon, all kinds of different things. You can just mix it up to whatever you like. Now I am making another breakfast recipe. I have shared this on my Instagram before. These are just these little egg cup bites, and they're super, super easy. Not only are they healthy, but they're super convenient to just pop in the microwave right before breakfast. I give them to Stella almost every single morning. She loves them. They taste good, and you can change up the ingredients that you put in the egg each week.
I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know that you don't know. No words, no more, no. I got so high on a hill. That's when I left you the
Another mistake that you could be making when it comes to meal prepping is that you're trying to do too much at once. And what I mean is you're prepping for the entire week versus just a few days. And then the food, that you're eating on Friday or Saturday doesn't taste as well because you made it last Sunday. So only prep for, I would say, like if you're cooking on a Sunday, maybe cook all of your lunches up until Wednesday, and then use a couple hours on Wednesday when you get home to make the rest of your meals for the week. I find that to be just the easiest. and I just pop these in the oven for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. It may vary a little bit depending on your oven, but that is what works best for me. Now I am getting started on prepping some lunches for Ryan. We are having kind of like a chicken, sausage, and bell pepper potato thing. I don't know what you call it, but basically it's just cut up chicken sausage, bell pepper, potato, and a little bit of marinara sauce in a skillet, and it just is really yummy and delicious, and he really enjoys taking that to work because it's super simple and easy. Also, I know that I have said simple and easy several times in this video already, but that is just the truth. These things are super simple and easy to do if you just find time. You take a couple hours out of your week to make it happen, and you don't have to complicate it. It doesn't have to be something that you dread doing each week if you make it simple and easy. If you are trying to make gourmet meals each week, of course you're going to dread it because it's going to take way too much time and energy out of your weekend. But if you make it simple and easy, it's not going to take long. They're going to be easy and healthy and delicious meals, and it's just going to be something that you're going to be willing to continue to do each week if you make it easy on yourself. When it comes to this recipe, you're definitely going to want to put your potatoes in first because they're going to take the longest to soften. But once they're soft or the consistency that you like, I like soft but yet crispy potatoes, you then can add your sausage and bell peppers and then your sauce. But right now I'm just going back to the crock pot and checking on the oatmeal, giving it a good mix like I will a few more times before it is ready to pull out. When it comes to your red sauce, this is the brand that I like to choose just because it is super delicious, but it also has clean ingredients. When it comes to red sauce, the main thing you want to look at is making sure that it doesn't have any added sugar. There's no reason to have sugar in your red sauce. It tastes just as good without it, I promise. And that could be one of those things that you are just including in your diet that you could just easily clean up without even really noticing a difference, or you feel like you're not missing out on anything. As I'm putting these meal prep things together for Ryan, you'll notice that it's kind of a weird combination, but it's kind of, he's having his snacks and his lunch in one container. It's not necessarily like all of a lunch. So he has obviously his main lunch, and then I'm adding these little egg bites for a snack, as well as some trail mix, because that's just what he likes to enjoy snacking on throughout the day at work. But it is kind of a weird combination, I will admit. So when it comes to your oatmeal, I would recommend adding these into individual servings as you're taking them out of the crock pot. However, this day I didn't have my little serving cups available. They were already being used, so I just put them in one big bowl, and then I'll have to break up the serving each day when I use it in the morning. However, it is just much easier if you break it up per serving right out of the crock pot. So this snack I made a few days later, but they were just so good, so I wanted to make sure I included it in this video. So these are little energy bites, and they call for 1 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats. You're gonna need a half a cup of mini chocolate chips, 3 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, half a cup to 3/4 cup of peanut butter, I am using natural peanut butter, which is a much different consistency than the regular peanut butter. I think that the natural peanut butter works a lot better for these bites, but that is just kind of my own preference. You'll also need 4 tablespoons of honey, a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I'm just kind of eyeballing shredded coconut. That's just kind of to your own preference, and you're going to just roll them into little bite-sized balls and refrigerate them for a couple hours, and they were so good. Ryan had like 4 as soon as I made them, and he's been eating them nonstop ever since. They are super good, so definitely try these, and they're also just really easy to make.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right, we'll find the remedy.
This is where we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and as always, do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Didn't throw your stuff away before you make up your mind.